Hi, I'm Raquel, and this is La Librarian Plans. Let's decorate my social media spread for the week of October 27th using the Fall Memories Volume 2 sticker book by Amber Plans for Day. So this week I am doing a bunch of Halloween spreads, which is not my usual thing. I'm not a Halloween person. That's why I kind of leave it for 1 week, the decoration. But I thought, why not give in and do the thing? Um, I like costumes, I like candy. I don't like spooky stuff. I don't like horror movies or anything like that. So that's why I'm not anti-Halloween. I'm just not kind of blah about Halloween. We do usually dress up at work. I think this is the first time in a few years that we're not dressing up, and I'm kind of bummed out about that. Not that I had any ideas for costumes or anything like that. It would have been nice, but I go with what the people want, and my colleagues did not want a did not come up with a theme, and I am the director of the library, and I let them decide. So they didn't decide on anything, and so I said, okay, I'm not going to push it. I asked once, nobody seemed to be very enthusiastic. I just let it be. Last year I was Ursula. Last year we did Disney villains was the theme, and it was fun. I actually bought a costume from the now defunct um, Party City. It was great. We've dressed up as characters from Clue. What else have we done? Oh my God, we've done so many different things. I can't even think of all the themes right now. Oh, we had a very geeky law themed famous cases that students read on their first year of law school. So it's been a little tradition we've had, and I think things are different this year. We had one person who went part time and moved away, working is now working remotely, and another person's leaving the week after Halloween. So I think it's just a little bit subdued. So with that said, the this is the Halloween set, and I thought it's kind of cute. It's a cutesy Halloween, so why the heck not? So this is the second kind of cutesy Halloween that I have, and I have one darker one, but not super dark because again, not a big fan of horror stuff. So I'm gonna go ahead and white out this line because I'm pretty sure my house that I'm going to use here is gonna go there. And I think what I'm gonna do is I'm actually gonna use all three houses. I use two of them on one side and one of them on the other side, and I think that will probably uh, do a good job of filling in the space in the bottom, and then I'll use the smaller decorations in that middle space. So the way I usually decorate this, for those of you who are new to my channel, I usually decorate either the whole middle line, the whole bottom line. I don't do a whole middle line very often now that I think about it. Could have done that today, but anyway, the whole bottom line, or I stagger them. And today I'm just going to do all the big decorations on the bottom, and we'll use a few smaller decorations in that middle line. The top line is very functional, um, and honestly, I know I can be very creative in this spread in this type of layout, and I've seen people do amazing things with vertical. For my purpose, I need to see the information in that information in the top line has to be in the top line, because that's sort of what reminds me, oh yeah, that's what I'm posting that day, and then it reminds me you know, where I should go share um, what I posted. So I'm gonna white out those and let them dry out, and then I'm gonna move my pretty decorations. I'm gonna move them to the side here, and I'm gonna do the same thing over here. I'm not very good at the whiting out, or maybe my pen is dying because it's taking forever and a day to drop that ink. It works very well, but I see other people use it with such ease, and I'm just like, it just never flows that softly, that smoothly for me. So there's that. I'm working my way from the outside in, probably because I'm a righty, but feels more natural in my hands. Probably why the other side took me forever. Okay. So I don't always white out the lines. Lately I've been kind of more, just let it sit there. But since these are so light colored, I just figured I probably should try to hide as much of that black line as possible. Um, but anyway, that's where we are. Almost there, hiding these lines. I thought about maybe designing my own planner and whatnot, and I'm like, no, because I don't want to deal with the printing, the double-sided printing and whatnot. So I will continue to buy pre-made planners, and I'm gonna love them no matter what. All right. So this house is pretty wide. This house is pretty wide. This one's a little bit narrower. I think I was going to use this one with the um fence on the with the big fence on both sides on the right side. I think I'm gonna stick with that. Actually, what I'll do is my little trick, which is not much of a trick, but anyway, when I'm not so sure if I'm gonna where I want to put something, I will put it backwards on the page and see how it looks before doing anything. And that also has the benefit that, for example, here, right? You see how I'm covering more lines? So I'm going to go end up covering that T space so that my little ghosty doesn't get, sliced in half by the line on the paper. So, okay, get the sticker off my finger. There we go. All right, so I'm going to do a little T here like so. There we go. One. I'd rather go over, and then if I have to, I will scrape off the white later on. Okay, let that dry for a sec. All right, and now, oh, you know what? And this is what I do every single time. Haven't learned the lesson yet. It was backwards, remember? This is where I have to white it out. Oh my goodness. You think that after using this kind of spread for social media for this is my second year or my third year? I don't even know. I've lost track. That I would remember that, but I don't. I don't. And I end up being silly like this and having to redo the lines. I will scrape off that paint momentarily once I'm done. What's going on here? Oh, I'm like, what am I seeing? Oh, it's because the other side has stuff written on it. So the other side is the my statistics page. So we're gonna bring this down to the line because I want to line it up at the bottom of the page. And there we go. And I still did not cover that all the way. I thought I had covered too much. And I need just a tiny bit more. Sorry for talking with a pen cap in my mouth. All right, there we go. And now I said I was going to scrape this. So the way I do it is I just does a pretty good job at removing the ink. Much better than if I use my own nails, to be quite honest with you. That takes out most of the white pen that I put down. I may end up whiting that out again. So the writing on the other side is driving me crazy. What did I use? I don't know what I used. I thought I had used a Paper Mate Flare, which should not ghost, but maybe I didn't. All right, so now we have two more houses that we're going to use in the bottom. So these two look about the same height to me. So I think I'm going to use this one. And I think I'm going to have to do more ghosties, more whiting out, I should say. So this one is going to go right here, like so. And then, oh, I don't have to white out for the ghosty, but I have to white out for the thing. And I could line it up, and I probably should line it up with the line. So let me see if I can remove this elegantly from the page. I kind of dropped it ahead of schedule. Now the ink should be dry enough that it didn't pull off all of it. So that's good. And I don't use undo. I've said that in previous videos. I don't like chemicals. I use the chemicals that I have to use, but I try to not use too many chemicals in the house. And so, yeah. that where the middle is? That is the middle. Yep, that's the middle, kind of. I don't think I got it right in the middle, but close enough. So now, bad habit of using my teeth. I'm going to move that for a sec. And I'm going to guesstimate where my line needs to go. And I think the steeple will cover the last little bit of line, but not the steeple, the antenna, not antenna, whatever that is on the top, the black thing on the top. Flagpole? Yeah, there we go. All right. So that worked. Yeah, that worked. Okay. And then we have one more house. I figure might as well just use all of them since there's only the one page. So I'm not likely to come back here to do another spread with the haunted houses. I might leave pumpkins behind because pumpkins you can reuse, or spider webs or hats, but the house is kind of the one and done kind of thing. Okay, and again, I'm going to have to do the same thing here of whiting out, but first let's get our little, and our pumpkin is being dissected by the line, so we're going to have to white out for him too. Okay. One, two, here. I kind of wish there were like a voice command that you can give YouTube. Says cue the elevator music or something like that, because I'm trying to do something, and what I have proven in previous videos is that when I'm not focusing, it takes me way longer to do certain things than if I just do it and stay quiet. So okay, we got some of that off. That one's not quite centered, but at this point I don't really care. Don't love that line, so we're gonna go ahead and scrape off. Don't love the white line. That's very visible to me, probably not as visible to you. So I'd rather just have a line there. Okay, very good. So now the houses are down because I will not use them anywhere else. Not a lot of decorations left. So we're going to pull this page out because that page will be finished after this. I think oh no, there's another whole page of them. Okay. Well, this is a good challenge. I like it. I like a challenge. I'm going to put this back here. I'm going to start with the functionality. And then after that, we're going to come and decorate some more. So we're going to start with, I'm going to find some pink boxes in here. This is the right shade of pink. And I'm going to think about this for a sec. I'm going to also look at my notes. Okay, I'm going to need big boxes on Friday and Wednesday. So I think Wednesday and Friday are going to get this size box. And I think I want to use the same color on both days. So that box. Don't have very many of those left. That's okay. I have a whole other sticker book of rainbow boxes in all the colors. So, okay. I was talking about that. I actually, what I have is the functional, what is that called? Functional something, functional boxes, series 1 through 5. Because what I learned is the long boxes and the double boxes are my least used boxes. And so when those functional boxes bundles came out, or rather when the sticker books came out, I thought about getting the bundle. I got the pastel. No, I didn't get any of the bundles. I lied. I didn't get either one of the bundles because I knew I wouldn't use the bigger stickers. And it was great because I was able to get like books with just whole pages of the 5 sizes I use the most. So I commend Jojo for coming up with that great idea because it worked out really well. All right, Wednesday and Friday, I need bigger boxes. Monday, Tuesday, and Thursday, I only need smaller boxes. So I'm going to find orange boxes. I'm going to stick with the pink and the orange, going strong on that color scheme. Now, challenge because that is too orange. So I wonder if the orange in this book and the rainbow boxes might be a better orange for here. And that orange is too pale, but this one is not bad. That one looks very close. Let's see. Yep, that's the one. So, and usually I don't put my boxes all more or less in the same place, but because of the buildings. Oh, I screwed up. That should not be orange. That should be pink. Well, we might use that sticker anyway, so we're going to set it aside for now. And I'm going to grab another pink in that same size. If I have one left here, if not, I will grab it from the other book. Yes, I have one left here. No, I don't. Oh no. Yeah, I have to grab the book I was just referring to. So I'll show you what I mean by that. And that's series 2. Yep, that is series 2. So this book is from the Functional Boxes series. Functional Boxes right here. And this one, series 2, is all boxes of the exact same size. So now that I'm starting to run out of rainbow boxes, the Functional Boxes series comes to the rescue. Here, like so. Perfect. All right, I'm gonna save that here. I'm probably gonna need to get maybe a smaller one or not. And now we can use orange. And I really don't like having them all in the same exact space. So I'm gonna put this one a little bit further down like so. It's gonna overlap a little bit and that's okay. Okay, then on Thursday, I need the same size box. And I still have some in the sticker book. I just put it on my lap a little bit faster that way, if you don't mind. So I'm going to do that. And again, I'm going to line it up with the one next to it. And oops, that's crooked. I can tell a mile away. Or at least it looks crooked to me from over here. So lift it up. Oh no, that's terrible. Oh, and I just ripped it. Oh, how fabulous. Takes a special talent to do this. All right, I'm gonna flip it upside down. So unfortunately, those buildings are kind of a bit of a hindrance there, but that's still crooked, but I'm going to leave it because I don't dare move that sticker again. Saturday. Am I in the right week? I'm not in the right week. Oh, yeah, I am. I just have to look at a different calendar. Saturday and Sunday, smaller boxes. Okay. So we're going to get another one of that same size box, and the last one of the ones from this autumn boxes. I've just used it, and this is the trickier one because but there's autumn boxes too, has the same size box. So this one I'm going to move all the way down here. It helps hide the white line. And then pink again, and another small pink box because I don't really need anything big that day. Actually, I might use the bigger box now that I think about it, because if the bigger box is available, I have a different kind of post that day. So no, I'm going to get series 3. So this is good. I get to show you the different sizes, what the series are. If you haven't seen them, if you're new to Mojo Jojo Plans, I don't know when she will reissue them, if she will reissue them, but I think she already did once. I think this year. So be on the lookout, or she might reissue pastel because I think she reissued rainbow this year. So the more popular things come back. I don't know if it will come back as a bundle. So you can buy these individually, or you can buy them as a bundle of 7 books. And for a small, there's a small discount involved if you buy more books, if you buy the bundle. Like I said, for me, the buying them individually made more sense because I don't really use the bigger boxes in any of my spreads. I use them from time to time, but it's very rare, and that's not even close to centered. So, so I prefer to buy the ones that I know will be used up. And like you saw, I already used up the pink ones from that book, from the rainbow book. So I'm having to go and grab them from the functional boxes. Let's see, trying to center it there. Can't center it vertically because of the ghost, but I can center it horizontally. And now let's make sure that it's actually kind of straight. And I'm using the same big box, but vertically, and that actually works really well there for what I need to use it for. All right, so I said more decorations. Let's add some decorations. Let's see, we have cute candy. So we can probably fit a pumpkin on top of this. And remember, there's a whole other page of decorations, which I might not touch. I might just leave it alone. I'm going to cut off the bottom of this one and let it rest on top of the box. So like so. Whoops. Oh, get it centered, kind of, sort of, maybe remotely. There we go. So there. And then do we have any other place where we can put a pumpkin? Not really. All right, now I'm going to do the thing I usually do with these books with clear pages because I find that the stickers are very hard to remove. So we're going to just go ahead and peel off the backing. And most of the time, the backing just comes off by itself. Sometimes they will try to peel off the stickers, in which case you just basically give them a little nudge. But much easier to work with when the backing is done. All right, and I have that other page, and I will use maybe some of those on the sidebar because I do need to put a sidebar sticker in there. I think this and my fitness planner are the only ones where I use the sidebar. I don't think I use the sidebar. The catch-all, my catch-all doesn't have a sidebar because it's a dashboard, and my horizontal doesn't have a sidebar because it's a horizontal. My journal is a horizontal. So yeah, this and fitness are the only ones that I use it. So you can see how I end up not using them. All right, I'm gonna leave the little black hat because it doesn't quite go with the cute aesthetic. Oh, wow! I'm just noticing that. Why didn't you tell me about it? Just kidding. This sticker is all wrinkly, which means I didn't put it down on the page carefully enough. And now I wonder what that means once I straighten it out, or once I remove the wrinkles, I should say. Oh, good. It's still in the right place. Oh, hold a sec. No, I'm just imagining things. I literally thought there was a pattern on the back of on the facade of the house, but no, I just made that up. All right, so these are too tall to fit on top. This is the only pumpkin. This one is too big for this space, and that box is still crooked as can be. Driving me nuts. Or is it the box next to it that's crooked? It's the box next to it that's crooked. Oh, no, it's crooked itself too. There's so much that I can like ignore, like making mistakes in the planner, but like decorating. But for some reason, a crooked box makes me a little bit crazy. And then once you start moving a box too many times, eventually the glue is gonna be kind of ugh. But I can't stare at a crooked box all week. There we go. It would drive me absolutely banana cuckoo. All right. Put this one all the way to the top. Okay. Banana cuckoo. We don't want banana cuckoo. All right. So I think I'm going to use candies then because I think that's what I got. That's what I got that I have space for. So we're going to put these here. Very cute. Then we're going to put some others over here. Oh, the ghosty could fit. I think the ghosty could fit over here. Actually, the ghosty could have fit there too. But let's see if this ghosty will come off the page. And then let's see, can I fit him here? Oh, no, I can't. I want to see if Ghosty fits on the other side. If I can move Box and Candy, I can fit Ghosty probably underneath. And I know it's the same box, but here I have white space, which I don't have over here. So I can always have them sit a little bit lower. I mean, sit over the line, rather. Okay, let's take this one off. Put this line. I'm just moving the page a little bit closer to where my eyes are so that I can try to make sure that that box is straight. Okay, there we go. And let's put Ghosty here. Grab it like so. Oops. Oh yeah, he works very nicely there. And I just have to white out that line one more time. Oops. There we go. Okay, there we go. That ink was trying to make me mad there for a minute, trying to not work. Okay, there. And then candies. I have candies and too many candies. I could put, I don't want those there, and I don't want them there. So I think I'm going to grab this little candy here. Put them over here because that will fit nicely on that spot. Okay. And then, oops, let's see. What else do we have left except for candies? I think maybe this pumpkin would fit over here. Let's see. Can it fit here? It does. I'm just going to trim the clear edge below and then on the side. And I'm doing that off camera because then I have a little bit better control and also better line of sight. I think I managed to not cut him. I almost cut him and I didn't cut him, which is great. Mr. Smiley Pumpkin. And then here how to do this. Yep, he's sitting kind of on top of the house, but then I didn't have to white out that line next to the pumpkin, other pumpkin, the pink one. Oh yeah, I think he's good. All right. And we still have candies, but not the same kind of candy cluster, so that's okay. I'm gonna use this lolly right here. And then maybe this one up here. Yep. Oops. Come on. Oops. I want to try to get it somewhat centered. Not quite, but okay. Let's see. Oh, I think he's adorable. That is so adorable. Okay. So now we're going to do and did I get rid of the rainbow book? I did. That was silly of me because I think I'm going to need a box. Oh, wait a minute. No. I need an orange box. I need an orange box. So I'm going to see if I can find a long orange box in here. And there's one. Is there a smaller one? There is, but I don't have one. Oh, I have that one. I don't need a super long one. I need just this one. So I want to see, I think there are quotes in that book. I want to see if there's a cute quote that I can put in here. So I did pretty good. I have 2 candies, 1 hat, and 1 pumpkin left, which I can use next year. So let's see. I think this book Yeah, there we go. Oh, no bucket list. No, not so much. There we go. We have quotes. I could do hello November because technically yes, but beer makes me happy. Oh, is this the one? So I wanted to do, yeah, I wanted to do an Oktoberfest spread and didn't find stickers, enough stickers. And then I started looking at this book for this spread and there's Oktoberfest. So I will make myself a note for next year for Oktoberfest to try to do a spread if I remember. Um, well, I'm gonna try anyway. Drink more beer. Oh my god, French pumpkins like campfires. Boo, spooky. Oh, I like that. I like that boo. Can I fit boo over here though? I would love to put it on that line. Um, I don't think I can. So I'm gonna put this centered like so, maybe. I'll put it here to take a look. And then do I want to put the boo? Boo. I don't want to use up all of them because I have another whole um, Halloween spread that I can do out of this book. So I want to put the boo here. Ooh, I like it. Yeah, I think I know what I'm gonna do. Okay, I'm just what's the word I'm looking for? I'm kind of mocking it up here on top of my surface, which will release my sticker well. I think I want to put this here. Oops, like so. I mean, after all, it is Halloween, so we gotta nod to Halloween. And this is not posting on Halloween. This is posting the day before Halloween. But there we go. We can put the boo there, and then I can put the orange box on top. And now, kind of, ooh, okay. Wow, didn't realize I was gonna need a little bit of extra space for my box. So let me put this here like so. Hold it with the pen and get this lined up. And then okay that the sticker overlaps. I don't mind that the sticker overlaps. All right. I really want to use up the rest of this page. I'm kind of obsessed with the idea of finishing pages lately. Um, but I can't put another pumpkin here. Could put more candy. Definitely can put a hat. Nope, it's not meant to be. Sometimes it's just not meant to be. So I'm gonna put that page back so I have another basically on a whole other Halloween spread that I can do. If I use like maybe the cat or something, if I use some of the stickers from this spread here, I would have enough room to finish the page, but nah, not a good enough reason to try to finish that page. All right, the last thing I need to do is to add bullet points. And silly me is realizing I'm going to need pink bullet points. So I'm going to do the orange ones first, and then we'll do the pink ones later or last or whatever the word is. And this is not the book that has them. It's this book that I just set aside on this side. So let me find. I am misremembering where things are. All right, this one has the orange bullet points, and I only need 3 of those. So I try to coordinate where the colored boxes, you know, the dot with a colored box underneath. Not always possible, but you know, we try. 2 and 3, and then if you give me 1 sec, I'm gonna grab colorful, not colorful. I am just making up stuff as I go along. I'm going to grab Check It Off. I'm going to grab 2 of the Check It Off books. I'm going to grab the original Check It Off, the second Check It Off, and the pastel Check It Off because I'm not entirely sure. Actually, the second one, I think. The revamp might have pink. Yeah, the revamp has the pink. So we're going to go ahead and grab our last 4 dots that we need out of this book. Try to line them up with the ones that were there. 2, 3, 1, and this, 2, and just one more. We are good to go. All right, let's take a peek see at our finished spread. And this is a cutesy Halloween spread in my social media planner for the week of October 27th. That was a bit of a challenge, but I gotta cut that off. But other than that, I think we're good. If you like this video, please hit that like button. And if you want to see more of my videos, hit that subscribe button. Thank you so much for joining me today and have a good one. Bye.